Hi everyone, and today I'm going to be speaking about 4 tips for supporting your adrenal glands. So when you listen to this video, you'll discover 4 simple nutritional lifestyle tips that you can do to support your adrenal glands so you can start to have more energy. And so your adrenal glands are glands that secrete hormones cortisol and adrenal. And cortisol, this is something that it should peak first thing in the morning if your hormones are balanced, and it helps you get out of bed and wake up, and then it gradually drops over the day until at the end of the day it's quite low and it allows you to get to sleep. However, for people who may have adrenal fatigue or chronic fatigue or even just general tiredness, feeling exhausted throughout the day, what can happen is that I've seen this on tests, is that they get peaks of cortisol at different parts of the day when they shouldn't be getting it, such as later in the day or the middle of the day. Or cortisol, it can be high the whole day or it can be really low, and then you're just completely burnt out and exhausted and have no get up and go. So it's really important when you're dealing with fatigue to look at your adrenal glands and your hormones such as cortisol. So cortisol, if you're constantly sort of driving your adrenal glands, if you're constantly pushing yourself, never stopping to rest, you're always just go, relying on caffeine to get through the day, then eventually your adrenal glands can struggle to keep up with it and they stop producing so much cortisol and your cortisol levels can drop. And this is when you're in that complete burnout and exhaustion phase where you just struggle to get up in the morning, you just can't get out of bed. So let me start with my first tip for supporting your adrenal glands, so you can know how to increase your energy so you're able to get more things done. So the first thing I would recommend is to make sure you have breakfast within the first hour of waking up, because if you're not eating in the morning, this can drop your blood sugar level, and when your blood sugar level drops and you start, being very active, doing things in the morning, maybe dropping the kids off at school or going on the commute to work, and you're using energy but you haven't put any fuel into your tank. So this is when you start getting a sort of energy drop and then craving sugary things, perhaps mid-morning. So, having breakfast, it just helps to support your blood sugar level so you don't get that blood sugar drop, which increases the cortisol level, and which again can cause the overproduction of cortisol throughout the day. And this can drain your energy in the long term. So my second tip for supporting the adrenal glands would also to make sure that you're eating every 2 to 3 hours. As I know there are health benefits to fasting, however, when you're exhausted with chronic fatigue or just feeling tired all the time, this probably isn't a good idea, because you need to make sure your blood sugar level is steady and you're secreting steady amounts of cortisol without those dips and spikes, which can leave you feeling like you're on a roller coaster of energy crashes and peaks. So it's definitely important as well. Unless, if you don't have fatigue, then you might be able to cope better with going longer periods without eating. Okay, so my third tip for supporting the adrenal glands would be to make sure that you're going to bed before 10 p.m. As on tests that I've seen, that if you're staying up late, maybe staying up to midnight, this can cause an increase in cortisol levels at a time when it should be dropping and allowing you to go to sleep. So making sure that you have enough time to wind down before bed, getting to bed by 10 p.m. You're going with your body's natural rhythms of slowing down, and you're going to sleep when your cortisol is low, and it can just help you stay in balance and help you to wake up feeling more rested and having the right sort of cortisol level in the morning to wake you up and get you out of bed. Okay, and so the fourth tip I would recommend for supporting the adrenal glands would be to avoid having caffeinated drinks, or just perhaps having one caffeinated drink such as tea or coffee in the morning and then avoiding it for the rest of the day. Because when you have these caffeinated teas and coffees, again, it pushes your adrenal glands to produce more cortisol, which, although again it feels like it's giving you a short-term energy boost, this soon fades away quickly, and then you crave more tea and coffee, and it's a negative cycle, and you're constantly pushing your adrenal glands to produce more cortisol, more, and over the long term this can lead to crashing and complete exhaustion and adrenal fatigue. So it's so important to do these self-care things for balancing your hormones. And I help tired women over 40 who want to help more energy, to get things done, to exercise more. And I've actually got one space at the moment for someone to start before Christmas, and then I'm fully booked. So if you're someone who's motivated and committed and ready for change, then do get in touch, and you can find my website. My website is in the description below. And there's also a link if you want to book a discovery call where I can give you, more guidance on what may be triggering your specific symptoms and what the best next steps for you would be. Then do book a call and we'll have a chat and we can go from there. I'm booked up next week, but the week after I think I have a couple of spaces. So I hope that's been helpful for you in learning how to support your adrenal glands. And so do hit subscribe and hit like if you like this video, and then I'll be posting more videos each week. At Friday at 7 p.m. I'll be posting a new video with more helpful tips. So if you would like to do that and you're finding this helpful, do subscribe, and I look forward to speaking to you again next week. I'll be back with more helpful tips, sharing more stories of how my clients got their energy back, how I got my energy back, and busting myths about fatigue as well. So thanks for listening, everyone. Take care wherever you are in the world, and speak to you again soon. Bye for now.